As you can hear, we are back into a championship leg coming out. Finally, Dusty versus Tindastóll. And Dusty has the pick of which side they want to play on. They opted for red side. This is something that the main team of Dusty likes doing. This is something that the other team members obviously like doing as well. And it kind of worked for them in the last game. Leaving up the Ornn, kind of forcing Leg Mother to pick it, first pick, which allowed Dusty to pick a key components like Senna, for example. And Senna looked pretty strong last time around. So maybe Dusty is gonna ban Misfortune this time around again, and possibly other stuff. So is this the time for Tindastóll to ban Ornn themselves? If Dusty's gonna try to leave it open. But it feels like they kind of need to pick the Senna first. Just go for it. I don't have to take it away. KFC man has looked stronger when he's playing Senna. It kind of works better for their strategy. But even though taken away from Sassador. Sassador is a mean lane kitty cat, as we have seen in other games. And what will Dusty do? It's gonna be the Senna taken away. Ornn left open yet again. So that means they are comfortable with letting Leg Mother get Ornn, so long as they manage to get 2 power picks of their own. It's actually gonna be okay. Cool, I like it. I think maybe Teddy just slams Ornn though. It feels like he's more of a carry-oriented player. Likes playing Rebel a lot. We saw him play Aatrox, like a really aggressive Aatrox. So maybe he could be going for something like the Camille against Vladimir. He could also go for Kled, if he does play the champion at all. I'm taking the time thinking about it. Kristud gonna be forcing me to remember what Aphelios does. That should be up, yeah. We get to do it again! Woo! Client bug, they say. So we can jump back into it. Yay. There's a good comment on. So we are making a group for Valorant. Valorant is the new game for Riot Games. Will be coming out this summer. We made a group for it. And one of the games, and one of the comments we've gotten so far is something bitter about Riot Games making new games instead of fixing the client. Yeah, we believe you. Just waiting for the Dusty Boys to get back into it. Now, let's pause the super dramatic music while we wait. And they are finally getting back into lobby. Ordering themselves up. We should be going. Woo! Nothing should change, right? What we saw before still stands, so exactly the same stuff coming out this time around. Cool, let's try. Hopefully there are no placeholders this time. I can't bear with the wait. So we saw Vladimir being picked in top lane. I think they wanted J4 for Dakrak instead of Udyr. There's something wrong with the client. So that will be J4 for him, and Aphelios for Kristit coming out so far. What will they pick? What will they go for? Senna's been taken away, so no Senna-Sara combination in the bot lane for KFC Man and Vilti is a pretty mean Sire player. I'm not sure he's going to be playing it without the Senna though. Elder going back to what worked in game 1, jumping and bumping around on the sack. And Addi, oddly enough, Addi hasn't had a single ban come his way yet, so if he's burning to pick something like Vel'Koz or Anivia maybe, this would be the moment, but it's not going to be picking Anivia, I think. And oh yeah, 6 has been banned in both of the games, I think. So 6 finally open for Addi. 6 Vladimir, super late game oriented, super AP coming out so far. Sack is again mostly just for the disruption, but still always ability to deal magic damage. And someone who's pretty good against magic damage is Kassadin, coming in for Cersei in the mid lane. Now we're only missing the support. And top lane for Dusty, with the bot lane missing for Tindastóll. Tindastóll talked about in the pre-game lobby that they finally managed to get the club tag going for them, so they should win this one. Bench the Kench, take away the Tahm Kench. Yes, indeed. Tahm Kench taken away. Stripping Aphelios of the safe options he has to run with. Braum is still open, could go for that. And they don't know actually what they're going to be running up against in the bot lane. As maybe KFC Man is just forced back onto Saya. Luciano taken away from KFC Man. So KFC Man, aka Colonel Sanders, as he's known on Nordic East or West. Well, at least that's his alter ego. Clearly a big chicken lover. There's a champion that Sazador loves to play, which is the Pike. Not sure he's in the strongest position right now, so... But it's one of those champions where it's like, it's stronger when it's been played by Sazador. Okay, placeholder, maybe, maybe not. Volleyball support, Korea. Mainly be used against champions that dash, because you can interrupt that. Oh my lord, can you jump? Can you stop the sack jump? Vladdy says yes, so let's pull up Volibear's stats. So his E, his roar, it was changed many patches ago now. Many patches ago. But if enemies are dashing or airborne when he E's, he deals 8% of their maximum health as magic damage. Okay then. So only missing the Yasuo for top lane, obviously, to get people airborne. But is it a dash though? Let's have a look. Annie locked in, Set locked in. Probably both placeholders, unless they're gonna be running. Maybe this is a super secret OP bot lane in Annie and Set. I don't think so. Okay, yeah, you are correct, Vladdy. The sack E is a dash. I do believe in the anti-set bot lane, but I still think these are going to be placeholders. Yep, indeed. We're going to be remaking the champion select one more time. Just for fun. Ooh, and you can probably stop this 6 jump as well with such a charge. Super OP counter pick in the Volibear coming out. This is actually being played in multiple regions. Mostly in Korea though, I think. So Volibear support. Also really good against Yumi. When she tries to jump back to someone, you can E her out of it. There we go. Third time's the charm. This is the third time we go into the third champion select. We saw Annie and Zed being picked. With the didn't say the damn thing in the chat though about what they would be, so maybe they really are. Annie said bot lane with Jace being picked up for the top. Teddy will be jumping into that against the Vladimir. And Jace is one of the ones that got a hesitant buff because Jace tends to dominate pro play as soon as he gets like a tiny little lead. So they very hesitantly buffed him in 10.4 and 10.1. So increased his base mana, his mana growth, so he's more mana to work with. That does make Miro mana better as well. And the To the Skies ability had this damage increased by a little bit. Shock Blast also went up in 10.1. And it's actually gonna... Okay, right, of course. Okay. 6 ADC, 6 for KFC man, and at the... Ah, no! Why? Okay. Someone disconnected. We are gonna be going one more time. Woo!
Hashtag STOllen.
STOllen indeed. Thank you for that. I'm not sure if I want to switch over to the championship like just yet. No, I'm just gonna keep it here. You can listen to it. It should be quick though. This time around, maybe we can see stuff happening. So, do you remember what they picked for support, Floody? That was Annie, right? I think so. So, KFC man on the 6 in the bot lane without the onset, and that is gonna be interesting. Set being played against Susie, who's on the Kassadin. Good question. Well, it seems like things are more stable now, so let's jump back into it, hopefully for the final time. There we go. Only a few more, you can do it, boys. Okay, then. Interesting. So. The other side has Kassadin, who takes 15% reduced magic damage. And you have picked 4 people that only do magic damage. It's of course not gonna matter that much because Kassadin will still be able to get burst down by the damage coming out, but still though, that's a lot of AP, and I mean a hell of a lot of AP. You could say the same thing for Dusty though, as they are almost all AD except for the Kassadin in the mid lane, but still, this is all going to depend on how the lanes go. Kassadin is going to be a terror in the late game. Vladimir and 6 are going to be a terror in the late game as well. Jace is pretty damn good. And maybe he is just going to run Lake Mud down in the top lane yet again. He's been looking strong so far. He had an absurd lead in the farm department last time around. But Tindastóll again going for the wombo combo-ish. This is not a clear-cut wombo combo. They do not have the Diana to lock things down. They do not really have much of anything to lock people down. It's actually Zac jumping in that's going to be splitting people up. But if they manage to land the roots from Syra onto multiple people into all the damage from Lake Man and KFC man, it could be a little bit scary. Maybe. But Dusty refused to get dragged into scenarios where they could be hit with all of those abilities. So basically they won all their lanes slowly but surely, and then got to a point where they were just too strong and dragged Tindastóll out of the jungle. They had to come and contest Baron, they had to come and contest Dragons, and basically fight where Dusty wanted to fight. So that's probably just going to be the game plan for Dusty again. Cersei, he's a Kassadin. We've seen Legions do stuff on Kassadin that I didn't think was possible. But still, he should be weak before level at least level 6 or probably level 11. So just looking to farm in the mid lane, not dying against the set. Bot lane is gonna be so interesting because these are not tanky people in the bot lane, while the damage from 6 and the Zyra are potentially just gonna evaporate Christed. So how will it go? Where will the junglers go? Do not know. Try to kill Zac before, try to kill Kassadin before level 6. Maybe. Try to go top, help Jace get the ball rolling. Maybe. Or just go bot and look to kill them. Get the dragon, do the swaps. We've seen both of the teams want to do that. Classical, take dragon, do the lane swap. And take herald and do the lane swap. Swap, swap, swap. Just feels like Dusty is going to be able to build magic resist and come out looking fine. No pressure at it, but you better get ahead on the set. You're picking an assassin who is not going to be doing anything if he doesn't have the blow up potential. And set late game, not the strongest champion, so at that point it may be a little bit too late as the magic resist does come into play. Okay. Are they actually... Yeah, Vlad just pointed out that they picked 4 champions that have Set in their names. Set, Zyra, Zac, and 6. Is that all of them? Did they just run out of... Let's have a look. Zoe was up. Why no Zoe top, I guess. Well, enough of the nonsense. We are getting ready to get into the game. Let's pause the music and wait for the lovely thumbs up from Vladdy. It is here. We are ready. Let's go! Tindastóll on the blue side with Dusty electing to play on the red side. And probably, yet again, no shenanigans coming out. Just defensive lineups with Dusty looking to get some vision of where Elder is gonna go. Double Arcane comment in the bottom lane looking to make Christos' life a living hell. So they're gonna be looking to poke and possibly just blow him up. With a face rush against Conqueror in the top lane. And Atti going for the Ignite with Cersei with teleport. Obviously, if you're playing Kassadin in the mid lane, you need to go teleport. Like, maybe there's scenarios where you're forced to pick Barrier or Cleanse, but you should be looking to get into the late game and get to level 16, rank 3 of Ultimate, with all of the damage that entails, and then just going into the random side lane, pushing it in, having the teleport to jump back into the fight. This is what Hoist is talking about in the chat. They are actually doing a swap with Tedis in the mid lane against Atti. And that's not going to be as much fun for Atti as Jace. Not quite as weak early game as Kassadin is. So just send the scaling laners against each other. Vladimir and Kassadin in the top lane. Now Jack Rek going for the clean invade. Has picked up his red buff, but seeing the blue buff away from Elder. Could be going for the just a level 3 gank on top lane, honestly. And unfortunately, Tindastóll does not have vision of the blue side of Dakrik's jungle. So I don't think they actually have a clear idea where he is. Ligma needs to be a little bit careful. Abdi is just under this turret at this point. Ted is pushing me in. It's probably a pretty miserable matchup for the set. So I like the swap a lot. It does shut down the potential coming up from set. Now it really is down to the junglers, it feels like. At this point they should know that Dakrik went for the jungle. And he should be able to pick up 3 of the buffs total. Where will Elder go? Nowhere to go, no camps to be had. Dakrik actually looking for the fight. Maybe? Elder thinking about it, may just go to look mid, because honestly there's nothing at this point except for the Herald. That's Shuttler in the middle. But gonna go for the Jace. This could be in trouble as the jumps comes in, doesn't quite connect though. Ati take it down to no speed, but they can throw now. Slant back in. Tennis actually picks up the kill though, as Ati got a little bit too greedy. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, too. Both of the flashes gone on the mid, but 400 gold going over to Tedis. And that could have been a clean first blood going over to Tindastóll. Unfortunate, really. And now, Dakrik looking for something in the bottom lane, as Tristan and KFC man have pushed in a lot. And this could be dangerous. I just need to go and land a hook. Root coming out onto Krista, popping the heal. Dakrik just casually walking up. Doesn't land the flag or grab thanks to a good flash from Vilti. Uh-oh, hook does connect though into the double play. And now KC man is in trouble, going down. Kill picked up by Kristed. And Dusty taking a decent lead at the start of the game. And even working the gank on the mid lane into their favor. Vilti needs to be a little careful not to eat a hook to the face. From the aptly named death sentence. I remember when I've been playing. Oh, well, let's save that as Vilti going down now. KFC man looking in trouble, dashing away. Has the flash, will have to use it. You should have used it, friend. And now it comes out. Let's stay alive, but the bot lane is looking to be in trouble as 2 kills gone over to Kristed already. Looking stronger than the Helios as well as the Senna. And if you start to fall behind in that matchup, I feel like you are in a lot of trouble. Damage won't quite be there. Now KC man stuck on the turret while Dusty looking to take the Infernal Dragon. So what I was saying was, at university we had a competition between the 2 main universities in Iceland. We were playing a league, and it was at that point when Thresh was released. And unreleased Thresh is something quite different from current Thresh. Current Thresh is balanced. I like him a lot. He's so unique and fun. Unreleased Thresh was a little bit stupid. So AoE shield and stuff like that. And thankfully enough, we managed to secure victory by basically getting Thresh through every time and picking it. And he was so absurdly strong that even our support could play him. No offense, Debbie. Not that I could be saying much. I think I was the lowest ranked person at the moment. I was gold 4, I think, going against the diamond top laner. I hadn't actually played a lot of top, so I remember it being... I had like sweat dripping down my brow and stuff like that. I just tried to stay alive. So he's a wave behind Lake Mother in farm, but that doesn't matter all that much now. Elder has to jump it in on top of Sassador, but A lot of backup to be had. So jumping over the wall with the plant. And maybe just looking to get back into it with the hook. But there is Set jumping in with the ultimate on top of Tethys, but not doing a lot of damage though. That much should be popping. End time now soon. Tick. Ignite. Good enough as kill picked up by Casey Man. Eldrinot jumping and bouncing around. And Vilti, Trilti, locking down Kristut and Sassador. Both of them kept out of the fight. Nicely played by Tindastóll. And suddenly KFC Man is back in the game. Also now has 2 kills. They still have a problem of Set falling behind the chase. Because they do need Set to be a real legit threat. Because otherwise Dusty can just stack magic resist and not give a damn about Set. The annoying thing as well is that the Contempt for the Weak, the passive of Set, does magic damage, so... Oops. That doesn't help. Of course not gonna be his main source of damage. The ultimate does take in account all of the physical and magical damage he has dealt to do physical damage at the end of it. So at least he's mostly doing physical damage, but the passive is gonna be doing less because Dusty probably looking to build magic resist. Double tier picked up. So when Jace goes for the tier, it's mostly because he's looking to not maybe completely dominate the lane, but get into the board to build towards the late game to get the gear get the tier going up sooner to get the Muta mana. But he doesn't have the sad back of just the tier. He did get the pickaxe as well, so should be pretty happy. Now Altus jumping in, Slingshot coming out, landing directly on top of Tethys, taken down to no health already. Finally a kill going over to Atti. Kristut kind of trying to do something about it, but that looked simple. That's one of the strengths of Zac, is just how far he can jump, and it's so difficult to ward against him because you need to have some pretty creative wards to spot him out. As he always, or at least should always be maxing his E, I think, the jump. And each rank increases the range. Yeah, 4 ranks already. 5th one will be coming in just a level. And if they can keep doing that, keep killing Jace, maybe they have a chance in the mid lane, but Set is still 20 Cs behind. Vlad, I will allow you to break protocol and move Tethys and Suzy around. Thank you, Vlad. Manamune picked up for Tethys, he'll be looking to stack it and then just build damage upon damage and put damage. The shock blasts are gonna hurt. As he has pushed Set in under the turret, looking for something. A dragon will be coming up in 10 seconds. Now the top laner have TP, so this could just be a clean 4 against 4. If Tindastóll look to contest it, I'm not sure they should. Still, they have a lot of tools for the dragon fight if Dusty has managed to get himself stuck in the dragon pit. As Helter and Darkrick are doing a slappy fight. Darkrick getting knocked out by the Let's Bounce. Doesn't quite manage to get rooted down though. Oh, Inferno Bob! No, Dragon! Heal coming up for Kristut to keep him alive, just barely. And now that should probably be the Dragon 4. Well, maybe. All depends on this Shark Blast coming up for Tethys. Still should be the Dragon coming over to Tindastóll. Decently early Ocean Dragon gonna help a little bit. And the Shark Blast are indeed starting to hurt. At this taking another health. Throw another Death Mark. Don't go back in. The Death Mark will pop, taking Tethys down to no health almost. And will not against the root. Other direction, KFC man. Oh, woo, okay. No HP. 25 at the time we see it. Ice cold in getting away. And a lot of attention being shifted to the mid lane, trying to shut Tethys down. Not quite having the luck they need with it though. He is still in a healthy lead. And now Flay coming in from Sarsador. Beautiful flash coming up for him into the double root. Christian on a killing spree, picking up his 3rd kill of the game. And both of the flashes come from KFC Man and Vilti. Sarsador is clean. What, did we miss something? What did we miss? No, no, no! Tennis, I take it all back. Nicely spotted, Fladdy. No, Cataclysm coming out. This should be Vilti Trilli going down, giving an overkill to Chris, to 4th kill going over to him. Nicely done by Adi in the middle to secure that kill. Dakrek now in trouble as Elder is trying to lock him down. But flag and grab, pretty good. And Lantern should be available soon, right? Nope. Okay, another kill going over to Adi and... Operation keep Adi down. Blowing up in their face a little bit. And suddenly Adi now up 3 kills. Still 20 CS behind, but... Okay. Well, look to top lane though, as Lake Mother is falling so hard behind. And Cersei just happily playing this endless farm in the top lane. Farm simulator. He has his tier, he's gonna be getting his run of ages real soon. He will be looking to stack those. But Adi coming in. Cersei not quite at level 11, doesn't have the 2nd rank of the ultimate. Still so hard to lock down, especially since he has the flash up and available. And Ted is pushing in the wave yet again, picking up another planet for himself. Even more gold going over to him. No health taken down yet with Cersei in the bottom lane. Cersei, bot. Cersei, what are you doing, friend? Knocked back, having to flash out. Megan for the coming up. Not gonna be quite good enough. Bouncing bomb doesn't land. A little bit too ambitious, maybe. As that's both his flash. Ooh, top lane action. Lake Mother. Speaking of Lake Mother, he's burning, he's taking, he's gonna go down. Nope, Elder coming in with a massive fly-in. And Adi down to no health though. But Elder picking up the shot on Kristud. Sarsador will join him in death, eventually even give the... Nah, you could have given the kill over to Lake Mother, friend. And Ted is picking up the kill on Adi. Now they are suddenly getting in trouble. Tindastóll gonna get some faces slapped together. Wait. What the hell is happening? Now Tethys is dead. Elder picking up the kill again. Give one over to Vladimir, please. I'm begging you. 1 kill over to him. Yeah, you did it, friend. Tindastóll picking up their 10th kill of the game. Elder 4 and oh, looking gigantic on the set. Sack, even. They should be able to get this. That sentence from Sarsador not gonna be in time. Nice little pick up from them. Even managed to get 1 kill over to Vladimir. Single one. If that was a 3-0 Vladimir, things will be looking a little bit spooky. But all is not lost though. Hashtag stolen indeed. They're still gonna be taking their first turret of the game, bringing the turret count to 1-1. Jason now getting to the crucial level 11, just in time for the Cloud Drake. That's gonna be spawning in. So we didn't talk about that. It's gonna be Cloud Drake, it's gonna be Cloud Dragon Soul, and if Cersei gets 3 Cloud Drakes, he is gonna be a speedy boy. Speaking of speedy boys, he's gonna be catching up to Adi, who's forced to pop the Ghost Blade just to get out. He will have to be quick. Well, he's regenerating, he should be good. Does have the Ocean Drake to heal himself up. So if Cersei gets 3 Cloud Drakes, that should be GG, just on account how stupidly OP he will be. Hello Hook, hello Dead Vilti Trilti. And Elder jumping around, not doing anything with it, as the follow-up is not there. And now that is a dead Syra, and Sippity Soppity Let's Bounce come from Elder. That does mean that the cooldown of the Captain Ultimate is going down by a flat 10%. Ati waiting in the wings, looking to do something. Maybe? Like the rest of his team is there, Ati. Ati, my friend. Well, ultimate from Deathmark, not quite enough. Ati forced to blow the flash, but will go down. Ambitious attempt by him, but Sosi just a little bit too tanky. Up to 3 stacks of the Rod of Ages. So in 7 minutes he will be looking a little bit stronger. The Archangel should be coming into play soon as well. Vilti locking down Sarsdor, throwing out the ultimate. Sarsdor having the flash. This feels like a game of worms, like where everybody's just shooting bazookas around the place. So everybody's doing the same amount of damage, and you never really know which way the wind is blowing, which way is the bazooka gonna land, and how are the team fights gonna go. You can see that Magic is slowly coming onto deck rack. No Hex Drinker on Tethys though. Which at this point after these 2 items should probably be priority numero uno. Just get the Hex Drinker is gonna do a lot for him. Especially in this, since this game is gonna be endless team fights. As teams are grouping up around the middle. Herald being popped by Eldur, so looking to take the drag at third even. But Greg has the Cataclysm, could come in from the side. And now keep an eye on. Oh, that Shock Blast onto Vilti. Down to no HP. And poor Shelly. Not getting a lot done. Got a single charge off, not more than that. Dagger looking for more, trying to lock down late mid. Late mid does the turn to get under. Well, you cannot pull through the Cataclysm, and the damage coming up from these 2 boys is just insane. Megan for the bomb, it will land, but... Uh-oh. I think Dagger was hit point blank by it, but... didn't really show. Now Christed will not die, just refusing to. Stranglethorn coming up from Syra. What's he trying to do? Elder jumping around, let's bounce, jumping around the back line. Sasha Torsösi coming in. Massive Christed not quite landing. The ultimate doesn't matter though, as Elder should go down this time around. Will go into the blob, will eventually go down to the blob form as Tethys picks up the kill onto KFC Man, getting the double kill, shut down off the Sacco and over to Christud. And the ace actually coming out as Sosi finishing up finding Vilti. This feels like the game could be getting to a close. More gold going to the dusty coffers. And will be up soon. Not looking to take it, but things are honestly just gonna get worse from this point on. This magic just keeps coming in. And Ati just isn't strong enough. He has the Ghost Plate, and that's basically it. Like decent lethality, not gonna matter all that much. And if he tries to go in and kill Christu, there's so much stuff waiting to ruin his day from all the CC coming up from Sassador. Just the raw damage coming from the rest of them as well. So he goes in and he's the one that gets assassinated. Ted is refusing to back to see if I'm correct about him going for Hexdrinker. That should be happening any moment now. Hell coming up for Dakrek. Even more magic just added to his pool. Now Attic going in on Sosi. Nope, yeah, correct. Never mind, there's KFC Man who is caught out. Just good enough to get him into the Cataclysm. Megan for a bomb, actually so good with picking up the shutdown. If only he had Hexdrinker. Oh well. Going down. And giving the shutdown over to KFC Man. These fights are not clean at all, except for the single ace. But now Tindastóll trying to pick up a Cloud Dragon for themselves. Darkrai close by. Has the Smite, could try and go for the Smite up, but should be happening now. Nope, not really quick enough with Elder picking it up. Slingshot, holy moly, the range on the thing. Do not keep Crystal away though. And now Ati going on deep on Kristen will be able to blow him up. No, it was the other way around. Well, Kristen does fall though, eventually thanks to Ligma going in. There comes the teleport in from Sösi. Or Tedis even. Tedis. Okay. So we saw something in Twitch chat about people lagging. That may have been it. That seemed like people lagging. Okay. Stop the DDoS. I mean, we should be able to see what's gonna happen. Tedis is in the thick of it. KC man is in trouble. Altur could try to, I don't know, keep him away for a little bit, but Tackler is close by. Doesn't have the cataclysm, but does have the flag and grab. So he will be ultimating after Lakemire. Nothing Lakemire can do about that. Oh, hello, we're back. Well, okay, Lakemire even evaporated quicker than I thought he would. Tedis, Hexter could just barely keep him alive, but not quite barely enough. Go for it, Cersei. Go deep. Why didn't you rifle? Go over the wall. But things looking okay. As the goal lead slowly but surely growing for Dusty. Archangel's completed on the top lane. And cloth armor picked up by Sezi. Very probably for the Sanias. I would hope. Now the question is, they have Cersei with the teleport in the bot lane. Finished stacking all of his fun stacking things. Only 2 levels away from becoming a real troublesome threat. And he's pretty damn strong as is. It's the Kassadin with the most farm in the game, and that's never a good thing for the opposing side. They're going to be doing the traditional dance. Look, bot lane as Cersei is going in onto Ati. Ati just not quite doing enough damage as is. Oh, the judge! Hey! What? Did Ati just stop time? Okay. Ati is a superhuman, that was nicely done. He is Dio. And the world coming out to help him secure the kill. And the shutdown, I think, onto Cersei while Ted is in trouble with Elder jumping in, flashing in to jump around, bounce, and try to get the kill with Mega Informer coming in. It's just barely good enough with him falling out of the door. And Drac should be good, but the Cowboy is coming in with Little coming in from the side. Chris wanted to go in as well, and it should be good to drag them out. And Ati pushing in the bottom lane, working on the second turret. Moonlight Vigil not quite landing. That was some anime stuff coming up from Ati. And speaking of anime stuff, he is going in, turret has gone down, now Chris is the one caught out. He is just completely blown up. And Ati totally deserved getting that kill as he is the one that did all the damage. Dragon will not be up for 90 seconds more, so even though they used a lot of cooldowns, they should be good before the next Crucial Dragon. Because you can't really let Captain get any more of those. It's not gonna matter for Tedis, but the rest of them still also have pretty decent ultimates. They're not gonna be good in the team fights. So, like, looking at Tindastóll team comp, to get 30% flat cooldown reduction on their ultimates is pretty massive. Because the only one that's like meh is the set one. All the rest are so super good. And that will also be Eldur bouncing around so quickly once he pulls the trigger on the lights bounce. But now Ati this time around should go down unless he stops time again. Not this time. With Cersei picking up the kill. Almost had him though. Through the armed guard. Oh! Megan for the bar, barely missing. Now Dragon will be up just about, and do not think Tindastóll can actually contest this. Cersei has teleported to the fight if he needs to. Tedis is doing something on the wings. Looking for poke damage onto Vilti and KFC man, but he is the one potentially in trouble as the range on the jump. Just can't go over it. Still, no Ati. Ati will have to walk to the dragon, so unless Tindastóll can slow them down, this could be rough. Well, Tedis isn't joining actually, so plenty of time. That sentence coming out onto Eldur, but I mean, is he the one you want to hook? As Eldur's taken down to half health now. Cersei jumping into the burst coming out from him. Cersei looking for more onto KFC man. He goes golden to stay alive, but that's swiftly going down. KFC man should fall him into death. Eldur is gonna go into blood form eventually, and finally doesn't get into the team fight they wanted to get. With 4 people going down on Tindastóll's side. And Cersei has reached his final form with the rank 3 of the ultimate coming out, and they're going to be doing both of the objectives at once. Send the jungler to Dragon, picking up the 3rd dragon for them. And even more with folks coming up from Cersei. While the rest of the team goes for the Baron. Is there a way to see how many chakras he has? Well, not to my untrained eye. Seemed like he had at least a few of them. And now, yes, Dusty. So far I had 7k gold. 1 dragon away from getting the soul. Tindastóll cannot be the ones caught out, they cannot be the ones playing defensive, because if Dusty manages to get into the thick of them, like, the game plan is basically ruined. They need to be the ones getting the lockdown down and having Eldur in the front line along with Leikmaður. But as soon as most of Dusty is in the back line, things are rough. And how exactly are you going to keep Kassadin from doing just that? Now, right buff going over to Ati. So should be looking to get some vision control around like the jungle. They do not have a lot of wards going on, so a little bit rough for them to spot where Dusty is going. The 10 death power spike soon to be coming in for Tethys as Leikmaður goes into the put to stay alive. It's not quite landing from Vilti. This time around in the top lane, Cersei has the Sonya, so he should be good in the fight against Ati. Although Ati has picked up the Dux Blade. Don't think that's quite good enough. As Cataclysm comes out, forcing the instant flash from Vilti. A little bit aggressive jump coming in from Eldur, knocking Kristut up. Exactly the target they wanted to get, and this could be the fight for them. Nope, Descent is coming out onto KFC man. He's kept away for the fight as Eldur does, though Eldur is doing so much work picking up the kill onto Kristut now. They are in a little bit of trouble as Tethys is almost taking the Leikmaður. Dakrak looking for more. Hoping Tethys secure the kill now. I have no idea how this is gonna go. 3 against 2 with Baron power minutes, but Eldur just refusing to die. Has to fall though eventually. In the end, raid boss. Why isn't he dead? Okay, there we go. And Cersei actually died to Ati in the top lane. We missed it thanks to the team fight. So Ati is in. Ati is here to back them up. Has the flash. Can he do something though? And there are also minions on the inhibitor in the top lane. So Cersei used Archangels and Sonias and still died. Interesting enough. Global what?
Killing spree.
Okay, blinking him is it. KC man, poor man. Dead in the bottom lane. And Ted doesn't even do that without the 10th death. Power spike, amazing. Just landed, yeah, okay. Right click to death. Doesn't matter if you have 9 deaths, if you have 12 kills to go with it. Rabadon's picked up for KC man, but opening hip in the top, sending Cersei to deal with that. Looking for something in the bottom lane. Now Adin the one in trouble. Ooh, stuck in the Cataclysm with Jackrack, but no assistance to be had from Kristen or anybody else. Should go down though eventually. And Jackrack now taking, has the Vladimir ultimate burning on him. Pop goes the Weasel. But tanky boys. Now Cersei finally joining the fight. Vilti coming in, trying to help. Speedy, speedy, speedy boy. Dragon coming up in a minute, so maybe not the time to keep fighting. Just back up. Be happy with what you got. At least you got 2 kills. Try again. The Super Minion is now pushing in the top wave. And Dusty trying to be a little bit sneaky and catching Tindastóll when they go for the dragon. This could be the final dragon coming up for Dusty. And this could mean a speedy Cersei. Let's keep an eye on Cersei now, watch him run around because he will be so ridiculously fast. Close again in the Rabadons as well. There it is. And... bloop, bloop. Oh dear. That's gonna be interesting in team fights, trying to keep track of where it's going. But I think KFC man needs Asanius like yesterday. Same goes for Mr. Trilti. Yes, Saucy is just gonna delete them from the game. But now Eldur in the fight yet again. Standing on the lantern, but just not quite big enough. Dagger finally managed to click it and get away. With Saucy in the bottom lane. Has the blue buff, so he can riff as much as he wants to. $10k gold lead for Tindastóll, and Atti looking for the fight on Cersei yet again, dodging the Q, beautiful there, but not gonna be good enough. The ritual coming out, and the raw damage from Cersei is so good. Ahoo-wee! Okay, that's why Cassidy cannot get the Cloud Dragon Soul, but I do believe that Cersei is having a fun time. Cersei Dusty are now taking down the Baron, and this should be the game coming in soon. They can push in 2 waves if they want to. They have super minions in the top lane. Just tone down the Fiesta a little bit, and Dusty should have this one in the back as instant teleport back to the lane from Tedis. Cersei. Jesus Christ. Nothing KFC man could do about that. Doesn't have the Sonics, and it wouldn't honestly have mattered all that much. And the only thing gonna be stopping Cersei is the mana pool. Beautiful answer to get back out. I agree with Tindastóll. It does feel kind of like at that moment, but Cersei having to go golden to stay alive. In a little bit of trouble. He's almost has been stacking the pass maybe a little bit too ambitiously. Most of Tindastóll's team falling. They're actually flashing in the fountain to secure the ace. Tirsi does die for it, but nicely played by Dusty to secure the best of 3.